And Max is like straight up surround sound.
I suck my own dick.
Okay.
I got Mike.
Yeah.
I got Mike a little bit.
Yeah, you got Mike a little bit.
Just a little bit. That was a pretty good voice. I've never done. I just shot one. That was just like a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's how we're. I mean, that's how we're starting.
You know what's funny is people that I work with and people that I like talk to about the podcast, which a surprising amount of people that I know listen to our podcast, which is really strange.
Agreed.
Which is a little concerning sometimes, but just specifically to what I talk about sometimes. But it is kind of funny to like. Not that it's anything crazy, but it is funny that people are like, yeah, sometimes I just like listening to your voice. I'm like, dude, you literally talk to me every single day. I'm like,
yeah. That is
so I was like, I'm
Coworker.
I'm ASMR in real life for you. This is fucking weird.
This is actually a pod where we just do custom JOIs.
Dude,
Custom JOIs. It's so good.
So many people have. Oh, wait, hold on. I doxed myself. Beep that. Cut that out.
Yeah.
So many people at Becca's work listen to the pod.
You just doubled down even worse by saying it was somebody else's work.
Yeah, if we beat
fair
that,
enough. It's just funny.
I had to bleep Max last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
I like the dolphin noise bleeping though. It's like a good one. Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, that's better. That's
how we
better
should
than the
stuff.
deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you see what I did on the video at all?
No, I didn't.
I put like the cat, the Felix over.
Oh,
your
really?
mouth. Yeah.
That's funny as shit. Yeah, that makes sense.
Just no lip
we
readers
don't
out
need
there.
we don't need anybody to be lip readers.
What were we talking about before this? Oh, people listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got like
I have a lot of family members that listen to.
my dad
Oh,
and my aunt did, but I think my aunt fell off, and my dad will like sometimes watch it while he works out.
That's funny. I mean, that's kind of cool that we're like background. The thing is, like,
My dad, it's like he's either listening to us or Theo Vaughn.
I mean,
my dad loves Theo Vaughn.
There's like worse podcasts. At least Theo Vaughn like will have weird people on and just like stand there and openly make fun of them, but he's so strange.
Yeah,
that they just
my
don't,
whole
like,
thing is if
pick
you're
it
going to
up.
listen to like one of the big comedians that do podcasts, he's probably like a good. Better
He's
choice.
Fine, yeah. There's nothing.
I'm saying if you're talking like A-list.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I don't listen to him much, but the one clip of him that makes me like crack up is he's like on the podcast with the two British guys.
Yeah.
He's just like, they like introduce him and it's so awkward. He's like, I don't know what you guys call it over here, but in America we call it autism.
I like that one. Or he's talking to the guy with Down syndrome about going on a double date. And he's like, a little bit of scotch. He's like, drink enough of that. Oh, Down syndrome too. But
weird.
Speaking about people watching the pod, we got like our Spotify Wrapped thing. And for like, I think it was like 10 people, this was their number one podcast. And for those 10 people, like, please get a like.
I know who one of the 10 is. So shout out to you.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That just means you either listen
Off
to like
mic.
no podcast or you, for some reason
I'm
you
not gonna
only
die.
listen
Tell
to
me
this
off,
podcast.
Mike.
I think you already told me the other
Yeah,
time,
you may have. Well, I figured
That's
3 of
pretty
them
cool,
are
though.
us, so it's probably like 7 actually.
I don't know if 3 of
Actually,
them
that's
are
not
us.
true.
I didn't listen to the early episodes that often because I was too scared to.
Yeah, and like not to be that guy, I listen to way more than like me checking in. Did our sound the first 3 minutes sound okay? You know.
No,
YouTube views I do watch them.
So what's weird is I have been listening to like a lot of the recent ones back just because I'll be like, oh, that didn't feel that good, and then I'll listen to it back and I'll be like, this is not bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I think it's I don't know. I'm trying to learn like
that Friday
we're
that
podcasting about
that we
podcasting.
upload. I'll listen to it on my way to work, and not to be that guy, I'll be like laughing.
Yeah, dude.
I'll
this is embarrassing. I got a good
what
one
I
for
do
that.
is I'll sit at my computer and I'll watch the beginning, cut to the middle. I'll listen to a little bit of the middle, and I'll cut to the end.
Do you
and to
listen
the end.
or watch?
I'll watch.
Yeah, see, I'm mostly a watcher.
I listen on Spotify.
I
When
wanna
was the
see what
last
it
time
looks
you
like.
opened it on YouTube?
I don't like watching myself, like my
Yeah,
face.
me too.
hate
But
it.
I like have to because I'm always like, what can we do better? What works?
No,
you know?
I get that. I don't know. I think my bring to the table isn't necessarily all the faces I make because most of the time I'm like, it's mostly like I'm in the same position. Like I look like a scared cat most of the time, so I like try to hover off to the right. But
I
like,
just like seeing like I just like to see what it looks like. That's why I watch it because I'm just like I feel like for us not doing it very long, it's like it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
if we had multicam, it'd be over for y'all.
I'm very self-indulgent. And I just want to hear if I'm funny or not. That's it.
Yeah, I get a little bit of that too. Like, dude, I posted the one clip of the last podcast of me being like, "It takes 3" or whatever, and on 2 different social media platforms, 2 random people were like, "That was a great bit."
Yeah.
Sorry, 3. And I was just like, dude, I should start doing stand up.
Dude, stop. So I have a couple of things in line with that. So like talking about listening to our own podcast, I was at work like early in the morning, and I just was like, you know what, I'll just rip through this episode. Yeah. And the first part of the last episode was really funny, and I was just like downstairs by myself, AirPods in, it's dark. Yeah. I'm moving like shelves, and I'm cracking up. Yeah. And I didn't know my coworker was in there, and she came up and tapped me on the shoulder. She's like, "Something's funny," and I was like, "Yeah, me." And she's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "It's embarrassing. I'm listening to my own fucking podcast." Yeah. She's like, "I should listen," and I was like, "Yeah."
I will 100%. Say, shouts out. I won't dox your work, Mac, but shouts out to Mac's coworkers, because whenever like someone shares it or a new person follows us, it's like followed by you, and I'm like, oh, that's a coworker or a friend. Yeah,
so. I do have somebody that is a coworker that wants to come on really badly. Please. And it might be our most insane episode possibly. Nice. She is she's one of the most unique people I've ever met in my entire life. I love her. She controls rooms. It's gonna be funny as shit. Awesome. It's gonna be by all means. She wants to. She keeps seeing the clips and she's like, "You guys are actually funny. I want to come on. When am I coming on?" And I was like, "All right."
I've had a couple of those too. So 2 things. I just think I had a stroke. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Are we doing the year-end awards this year? That's something that we haven't talked about.
I feel like if I wanted to sit down and like write out awards for the year, we totally could. Yeah. It took not that I would always sat down and got very high and just like wrote out all those in one night.
Yeah, and then we just like
we could do like a small one. We could just like encapsulate like very basically like music, TV, movies, just like basic shit, and call them just dumb shit and just whatever, roll with it.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we could do that.
I would be down to like incorporate it into just a regular
a regular pod.
Condense it. You know?
Yeah. What I mean, we're doing the Christmas one. We could just do Christmas, New Year's. Yeah. Just like, whatever.
Yeah, I guess that too. Maybe let's hash it out live on the pod. Yeah. We're going to do a live stream hopefully before the end of the year.
Is that the Christmas episode?
It'll be kind of like a soft Christmas episode, but then I think maybe we could do like an actual like last pod of the year pod.
Yeah.
Because this will come out on Friday.
Okay.
And then we could
stream.
We could stream sometime.
Okay.
In between Christmas and New Year's, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because I figure people are off work or
something like that. I deleted all. I did one of those things that everybody does in their mid to late 20s, which I deleted all my social media for a while, so I could like take a break from not constantly looking at my phone. And I still do the thing where I like pull up my phone and I'm like, nope, okay, cool, like over and over and over again, because I don't fucking talk to anybody. Like I really don't.
No,
so it's like, what's the fucking point?
You know what I did? I turned off all notifications on my phone.
Yeah, I did that.
I figured if someone really needs me, they'll call me.
Yeah.
I guess so, but some idiots still like text you like, "I need directions to your house," and keep texting you instead of just calling you and be like, "Yo, can you?"
See, you guys know I'm a caller.
Yeah,
I tried to call back yesterday.
Yeah, I know. She told me that she had just got home, but she was like working out, so she didn't have her phone. And I was like, "Fuck, you could have come and got it."
No, that's fine. That's just fine. I'll just like cold call people.
Like, no, that's not a bad call. I mean, my whole thing with people cold calling me is, and it's if it's like you or Brendan or something like that, I'll always answer, but I know it's going to be like I got like 30 to an hour at least. We know we want it to be. No, not you. You're not as bad. Usually Brendan, I'm in for the long haul. But
like, see him as well.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Nobody really bothers me anymore, which is really nice. I'm in a very like nice space where nobody really says anything to me, which is pretty cool.
So we'll have some episodes coming up regardless. Hey, we've made it statistically past where most podcasts end.
Yeah.
And we haven't got canceled yet either. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think we're just gonna keep trucking.
I think we're kind of over the hill. I know this sounds like who cares 3 white guys cancellation bullshit, but like I think like it's over the hill with like people giving enough of a shit about anything for them to just like there's so much shit going on.
No, we don't say anything crazy.
No, it's never anything. It's like it's not. It's nothing anybody hasn't heard before. I think it is really strange that people are like, oh no, someone's like said something adult, so now I have to like make it a thing like in my life. Like I have to like that has to like become part of me. You know what I mean?
It's actually like my goal.
Yeah.
To have someone on X.com tweet out a clip and be like, "Look at these fucking guys." No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I don't care.
I mean, I think there's something to be said about having. We did invite haters for a while, but we only had one, and he disappeared quickly.
We had a schizophrenic hater that straight up spammed every like the whatever Nevermind.
Dude,
page.
I'm so surprised you didn't get to me and Matt.
100 miles page.
Yeah.
Because we made one of our early I think it's like our third episode.
Yeah, maybe.
We made a joke about like Joe Biden banning bottomless fries from Red Robin's.
Which was hilarious. Bit.
And then he was like, "You should, because America's fat," and then called all three of us fat.
Yeah.
And then I just deleted his comment.
Yeah.
And then he like messaged us and was like, "You're a fucking pussy."
Yeah, which fair.
Yeah, which like fine, but I was just like, he was schizophrenic enough where I wanted to be like, "What's up, retard?" in the comments, but I knew that wouldn't like be good for.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he lived in like a gun law state or I didn't want to be the catalyst.
It is.
So.
Funny.
But then he literally I had to block him on everything because I was worried that he was going to find our personals.
Yeah, whatever.
And just go haywire.
Show up at my house. I don't care. It's fine. Try to figure out.
Go show up at my house on the other end of a 22, brother.
Yeah, brother. We'll just, I don't know. It is kind of funny to like sort of invite that energy in a way, but also like when it gets real, it's like, oh shit.
I really invite it. If you are a hater, make yourself known.
Please,
leave a comment.
I love it.
No, but back to like people listening to the pod, it's always cool. We had like our Spotify Wrapped. I was kind of surprised, like as to how many people between this and YouTube. I think on Spotify it said like about 65 like weekly unique, and then YouTube's like our main push.
Yeah.
So let's say even. I mean, maybe kind of weird to say, but like 180 people listening to it pretty consistently. 60. I mean, I'll take that.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's great.
I mean, after 1 year, that's cool. And I don't know. I've been encouraging people more to like pump it, be like, yo, like, sort
we
of
did pretty good. We did pretty good this last ep about.
Yeah.
You know what we should do is like legitimately just like make flyers and put them around for fun, just like the old school way of doing it. That's what I'm saying.
Do we need to get stickers?
Stickers would be cool.
Dude, literally, it's so
like,
funny you guys say that because my sister has a Cricut, like one of those things, and she's going to make us stickers or help me make stickers.
That's what I'm saying, though, because like Baltimore is such a city of like putting up flyers and stickers still. Like it's actually a thing.
If you put a flyer on the box on Howard Street, the block up from Autobar,
in
the Charmery, that's the hot spot. That's where all the freaks and geeks are going to see it.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun. I don't know. It would be interesting, definitely.
Yeah, we should do it. We should like
even if it brings like 30 people, who gives a fuck? It's still cool. That's 30 more people. Like that's the thing is, as long as you keep chipping away, that's like the whole thing. That's
the biggest thing. And it's funny. This is a very different start to our pod, but we'll get to the goose and gags here soon. That's the biggest thing I've learned with like doing creative stuff is like you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
Just consistency is like literally the most important.
Because everybody wants to do it, not in a bad way, but not. It's like the people that are consistent that do it.
Yeah.
So.
Weirdly enough, I literally, as I got here, I've been listening to Tom Segura's audiobook on Spotify, and the ending of the chapter, as I was pulling up, was like, if you have something that you're doing, don't wait for permission to do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I was like, oh, yeah.
So that being said, good job, boys. We did good.
Yeah, we did good.
No, it's fun.
Next year, definitely. This is like our first full year because last year we started like in October.
Yeah.
So this is like our first like calendar kind of year. So it's been cool. Definitely, I feel like we've said this for a while, but life, I'm getting married and stuff like that just get in the way. But definitely some like non-pod stuff coming very, very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do a marriage pod where we have all the boys from the house. And we'll do a podcast from the house.
I was thinking we should.
We tried to do it before, but it was.
But we might need to set some parameters.
Yeah, there's got to be a parameter.
It's got to be early.
It's got to be early. It's like when the drinking starts.
It's got to be early. I mean, we started it when.
Yeah, we did.
We started it when the drinking started.
Yeah, but our friends just binge drink.
Like immediately, they were all too fucked. Like it was. Just
we had been like drinking we like went to dinner and people were drinking too. And
well, there was like 12 heads trying to get into one camera, like all talking.
My favorite thing is I think only like 5 unique people talked like that thing, but then there was just 6 people just sitting there.
I was drunk, cracking up.
Yeah,
I was
at
just
a point,
Max
just was like. Just like stop doing the pod,
dude. That's what I wanted. I want to get to a point where we do podcasts in places that are so crowded that like we lose control of it a bit, and we're just like, all right. Like,
I would love to do a live podcast.
That'd be cool.
That's what I'm saying is if there was a way, and I think there would be for us to set it up where we could like before or after shows, like literally do like live podcast and have like people from bands on and do a whole thing would be pretty fucking like if we could literally book shows and then it would be around like our podcast being there, which would be sort of interesting.
So the thing I've always wondered about that
anybody
is like, how do you go between like, I feel like it's got to start. It's got to be the first thing.
Podcast has to be the first
because you can't have like, I'm going to windmill kick for 2 bands, chill out, watch these guys say slurs, and then like
it would be kind of funny if we all sat at a table the whole time, like off to the side, and after sets it would hot mic onto us and be like, all right, so that band fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's just us with like, it's like the Olympic thing where like you got the number, you got the number, you know?
That would be fucking great.
No, that's the pit,
dude.
We're just judging the pit.
We're judging the pit. Yeah.
Hold on, I don't know if I want to say this on mic because people might steal my idea. No. Yo, we got to do cheap seats for hardcore bands.
Dude, yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we're doing
You guys
that.
watch cheap seats?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Dude, cheap seats, but for like moshing and hardcore bands.
Yes, that's what we're doing. Yes, that's so good.
I love the cheap seats where they're watching the hockey game and it's like Wayne Gretzky and they just are playing Running with the Devil by Van Halen and the one brother's just like skating with the devil.
That was a Sklar Brothers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's so funny, dude. Cheap seats is the best. I would love that.
Skating with the devil.
There might be a way that we can make this.
I would like to do that live though. Like literally we sit at like we do the podcast first. Yeah. We stay sitting at the table, and while people are moshing, we just put up like numbers, whatever.
Like, dude, there's this guy. So I went and saw a road play a few weeks ago, and you know, I'm not a mosher. My only like, I've never moshed. You know, back in the day, I would be like, you know, this is like when you were like in high school, you'd be like one of the dudes up the front, like you know,
throwing the hands.
Throwing the hands to like a story so far set or something like that. You know what I mean? Or like a title fight.
Think that you're somebody.
I saw the sunrise. No, dude, you know what my favorite? You know what one of my favorite one was back in the day?
It's quicksand.
One of my favorite ones back in the day. Motherfucking Set Your Goals.
Oh my god!
Honestly, though,
I remember.
Dude, Gaia Bleeds.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that shit doesn't smack.
I know that album low-key was actually not bad. Like it was pretty fun.
Little mutiny.
Mutiny, dude. Pirates, dude.
Dude, I can't even front. Like I fucked with the story so far so hard.
Oh, yeah, that first story so
that
far.
First album. Even so the second album's like not bad. It has a couple songs on it, but that's about it.
You know who I listened to the other day?
What?
Such Gold.
Oh my god, what a throwback.
Straight the guy that was at that one show we played.
Yeah, the vocalist was at the one show we played. There's like the one that's like so close, just like an end below. They're like still a band. Yeah. But they play like psych rock or something. Like
that rocks. That's awesome.
They got really into like being like a jammy band.
Yeah.
I love the
technical
They were
shit.
like, we're not Edge anymore.
I love the pop punk, like hardcore adjacent pop punk band turning into like a jam band pipeline.
It's great.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
That's like how like Turnover is.
Turnover, yeah.
Not Citizen had like the
not
weird
that Turnstile is a
shit.
jam band, but like they're all like flower spread love bands, which don't get me wrong, I think that's great. But
Citizen's just like get pussy band now. That's literally all that band is. Dude, did I tell the story about how I think I did about how I saw that dude do Muay Thai, the vocalist?
Yeah.
I did tell that story before. Yeah, it's so weird.
That rocks.
That rocks.
Just watching the dude from Citizen whip somebody's head.
No, he definitely. I mean, he lost, but he looked great.
Crashed the car,
and I should have knocked you out.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick though.
They're not in a bad way. They're just never a band I really got super into.
It's just rock music.
But if I were to listen to one of those bands, like if someone had gone up to my head, I'm like, turn on some Citizen over like Hot Mulligan.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's the worst band ever, dude.
Yeah.
Hot Mulligan
turn on
hurts.
some Citizen before you turn on the front bottom.
Like I was never I know Turnover was a huge deal when that one record came out, and I wasn't like super into it. But if you turn on that "Cutting My Fingers Off" song, I know all the words.
Dizzy on the Come Down. That's
I love that album when it came out. I was big on that album when it came out.
That was a good album.
I think I have a hoodie from that like era of it still that I don't wear because it's weird.
I know we saw them.
Yeah, we did see them.
Yeah.
With Basement.
Yeah, at Soundstage.
Like
Yeah,
years ago.
Yeah.
Basement, another great band. What
Basement,
are they up to?
incredible band.
I mean, there's Fiddlehead.
They're playing. So they did Outbreak, and then the next show that they're playing is When We Were Young Fest in Vegas, and they're playing Color Me and Kindness front to back.
That's pretty sick though.
Yeah,
I like that's fest does like a lot of fests have been doing this too, like a gimmick set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's the whole fest.
Yeah, Delaware Prod is playing Plagues, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Which like that would be kind of
all of it sounds really cool, but then people forget that those festivals fucking suck.
well, yeah, the festival.
They're
though.
the
and then
worst
people forget some of those
way to see
albums have stinkers.
Dude, they're the worst way to see music though. Like legitimately, it's a miserable day. You're dehydrated. You're hungry as fuck.
Yeah.
It's always hot.
Not to
Any
be like
food or drink costs $35.
You're gonna spend. I mean, for the ticket, all untold, you're looking at $6 to like a grand, at least.
Besides,
it's crazy.
Warped Tour when I was younger, I think I've only been to like 2 shows that were like concerts that were like over.
Oh, dude, I just
people.
went to a fucking insane concert.
Oh yeah,
right?
Mike just saw the Kissy.
Yeah, I saw like
The Kissy.
I was trying to think of like a Kiss.
That shit
Kiss.
was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You went and saw Shannon Tweed's husband play music.
Yeah, dude.
Is that her name? I can't.
I don't think I can.
One of the twins.
Remember the joke I made you guys about the?
You're referencing a joke.
Yeah. No, I was gonna make a joke on the pod, but
Okay.
That shit was really cool though. Like that was. I've been to a lot of like big concerts because that's what my parents like to do.
Yeah.
But that was like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Dude, aren't they like
aren't
they like a virtual band now?
Yeah. So
dude, that's so dumb.
Yeah, it's the shittiest thing ever. So at the Madison Square Garden show, which was their last show, the stage went black after they played the last song. And then the screen comes on, and it's like the animated characters. And I'm not joking. Paul Stanley goes, "Kiss Army, your love, and like whatever. It doesn't end here. We found a way to like live forever, basically." And I'm like, bro, this sucks.
Dude, it's gonna be a combination of like Chat GPT and like crypto.
What if Ace Frehley's digital version is also a Nazi?
Yeah, they don't
like,
have the current guys. They just put back in fucking.
Dude, stop.
Yeah.
What if like at the end of their very last show,
Ace Frehley came out and just said,
no, the
"Free
what?
Gaza."
Literally, the lights go down and it comes back up, and he's just wearing a pointy helmet, and they're like, "Oh no, dude, stop!"
That would be crazy. He found a way to like hack in and put his avatar in.
He's like, no, it's just like an aberration.
The spaceman's gone evil.
Yeah.
The spaceman's
Dude,
gone evil.
that's the anime.
Dude, that is, the spaceman's gone evil. The term.
Holy shit.
Dude, that'd be so good. I'm down to write some like sexy Kiss fanfic. I'm sure there's tons of it already.
I think it's pretty crazy that they couldn't just be like, "We're done."
Yeah, I know. Well, it's all because fucking Gene Simmons is like the craziest business.
Well,
like they're gonna fucking milk.
No, I know. I was
Gene Simmons is the next Donald Trump. I'm telling you, he's gonna run for
if
president.
any
for no
band
reason.
did it, it was gonna be that.
Yeah.
Actually, Kenny, he wasn't born in America, right? Was he?
I don't know.
If you've been a naturalized citizen
first,
but if you've been a naturalized citizen for a certain amount, I don't know how that all works. I forget the president thing.
so.
Oh, you can't. You have to be born in America. I think you have to. I think that's one. Of the
Or like a
no, that is. I think
like
that is one of the prereqs.
military base or
Yeah, like a territory.
Something along those lines. Yeah,
But it's like insane.
Yeah,
like
brother.
why?
That's why people were like, "Brother, how'd we get Obama in here?"
I will say, like, going to those like big concerts or whatever, I would call those concerts, honestly, instead of like shows. Shows, I think, is like middle to large size venues, stadiums, and stuff like that's different.
What's a gig?
What's a gig? That's your own figure.
A gig is holy for holies. That's a gig.
Yeah, that's a gig. Yeah, truly. But no, like going to Merriweather or something and seeing somebody.
That's a concert.
Literally. And you forget, like, the sound systems there and all of that stuff are some of those are so fucking good that you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
like,
even outdoor ones.
Yeah, like a specific in Merriweather I went to recently, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, it actually sounds fantastic.
I love a good pavilion.
Yeah, true. I love a good pavilion. Just in general.
If I'm going to see a show like that, I want to be like half outdoors.
I love like a pavilion I can hang out with my bros. We all sit on one of those benches.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Or a gazebo.
Or a gazebo.
I will say the new arena...
Yeah, I haven't been.
Sounds incredible.
That's cool.
I've never seen. I've literally only been to like wrestling and like monster.
We should just like scalp some tickets to something fucking stupid there and just go. Travis Scott was literally like $30.
Yeah, it was
like,
so cheap.
I was like, I should have just went.
Oh, you want to go to something stupid?
What?
Well, CFG Bank Arena.
Oh yeah,
December
Raw.
26th.
Yeah.
WWE Live.
Oh yeah, I'm down to go.
Yeah, we should
no
go.
CM Punk though.
No CM Punk.
Okay.
Dumb.
26.
I think so. I gotta check him.
26?
Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take off the 26th or like the
anything.
29th. Little does my work know.
this is your way of telling your coworkers.
This is my way of. Well, literally, nobody in my work realized we had so much PTO so at the end of the year, so everybody's just dumping it. They're just like,
Dude, I don't even have vacation time yet, and I leave to go on my cruise on like the first week of January.
Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't get it until the 1st, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm leaving. Bye. Because
I have
Are they
a.
just gonna give you like unpaid time off? Or?
Well, I think I'll have vacation time when I actually go on vacation,
like
but I'm just like,
immediately.
I have no way to put it in. So I'm just like, yeah, I mean,
It's depressing that we have to work so much that we don't remember that we have PTO that we can actually use, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning of the year, my work, if you're like higher level, this is a little inside baseball, but we get like 160 as an accrual pool, which is a bunch. That's like a month.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
actually,
it's crazy.
no. I mean, I probably have that throughout the year.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that is like the max because I'm one of the upper whatever.
Yeah.
So
that's way more than I.
That's a lot though, right? Yeah. And the thing is,
most
like,
it was just 2 weeks. Yeah.
Right. And it's a lot, and it's awesome. It's like a great advantage of like working there and stuff. But like, you know, you work so fucking much. You hit this like cap where you're like, you don't even remember to like even like plan that kind of thing in your schedule. Like,
I've had like shitty jobs in the past too, where it's like they like trained me to like not ask for time off because they would like make you feel bad about it.
Yeah, dude.
And now having a job that they're like, okay, it's like, oh yeah, I can do
Well,
that.
I feel like
you
with
can
you,
do whatever you
Mac, with you especially, Max, like you get a lot, but I feel like in like a retail, like the industry you're in, it's like, when do you really have even time to do that?
There's not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's people that will literally take like a month off of work straight, which is crazy. I just can't. Like for my brain, like I just can't.
I would
do
never
that.
go
I
back.
could
That's the
never-
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
I'd
had
be
this,
out. Like I'm done.
This job me and Mike used to work at, we had this guy that would work like go to like shows and conventions. Like
Yeah.
he would leave one to go to
Dude, the
another,
conventions.
like 3 in a row,
Yeah.
and be gone for like a month, and then he would be working like no joke 14-hour days.
Yeah, you guys
So
used to just talk about those conventions constantly.
Dude, that shit was fucking
don't know.
annoying.
Dude, we have somebody that we could bring on from the back then.
Dude, don't get that man on the podcast. I haven't talked to him in so long.
Dude, I know, but
That would
oh
be
my
so
God.
fucking
his
funny.
his velvety voice on a
The
podcast.
whole thing would just have to be captioned.
You guys didn't know what his accent was. That's the funniest thing.
First time I met him, I was like, "Is this dude fucking Australian?"
Dude, it was the most
But
insane
he's
Baltimore
just the
accent that
most
he sounded Australian.
insane Baltimore accent. He's like if you were to make Lock Raven Boulevard a person.
Dude, when you guys told me that, I was like, no way. And then I met him. I was like, this guy's just from Dundalk. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's like if
this
you were
guy's
to,
just like, hey, how's it? You know,
he's like
just
if you
got-
were to like take Eastern Avenue and make it a person and that smoked every Pall Mall, but all by the age of 26.
Dude, remember the last time I remember thoroughly hanging out with him was when we went and watched Francis Ngannou fight for like one of the first times he was
Dude.
fighting.
Yeah.
Dude, we were like, that was so random. Me and Mike like worked with him. Dude, he started after like I had probably worked there for like a year. Mike had been there like 2 years. And like around this, he was a couple years older than us, but literally we're just like sitting at a meeting table one day. And I don't even know how it got brought up. He just looked at us and he was like, do you guys watch wrestling?
Yeah.
And we were like, Literally, yeah. And then he was like, "Oh, did you just watch like WWE?" And then I was like, "I watch." And then this dude was just 1-for-1 meeting me on like crazy wrestling.
Yeah.
Like he knew about New Japan before New Japan was like a thing to watch, you know?
Yeah.
And then we literally just bonded over that. And then him and Mike bonded over like liking to get like drunk.
Yeah.
Too.
And then he was like,
"We love
wait, so do you guys like metal?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do."
Dude, one time he came over
so
to our
sick.
practice space and we just played Supersonic by Oasis like 4 times.
We did,
in a row.
yeah. I remember that, dude. This is so funny. I'm just like remembering all this shit from back then.
And then he bought a house and we would go over and he would just be like, "You guys can smoke cigarettes inside."
I know.
He'd be like petting his cat, smoking a chain smoking Pall Mall.
Dude, this is my favorite.
that shit was
I love that dude.
awesome.
He still does jujitsu, from what I understand.
Oh,
He's
I'm sure he
probably
does.
like a fucking purple belt at
He
this
probably
point,
is.
That's
which is
gnarly.
insane. He's probably could fuck
I
some
talked to
people up.
him like within this year,
Yeah,
but
I haven't.
it
I
was
have no way of
very-
contacting that man.
very briefly.
That's so funny.
God, he's so
what an
awesome.
unlocked
He's awesome.
memory. I haven't talked to that
Dude, me and so we all went to Slayer. I think we might have told the story, but not like the
In
details.
detail story.
So we went and saw Slayer. It was like 2017, 18.
Yeah,
This is the final tour.
It was
Yeah.
the final Slayer tour, and we went. It was at Pier 6, and it was pouring rain. Like, and we all had to stand in line. So we get in, we're soaked. You had gotten a ticket because our friend and his brother had an extra.
Yeah.
So you had to sit with them, and they were like really close, and me and Mike were back in
Yeah,
like
my
the
tickets.
stands.
My tickets were sick.
It was Behemoth, Lamb of God, Slayer. Which
Yeah.
God,
Gnarly ass show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we went, me and Mike standing at our seats. This guy pulled out the like worst rolled and wettest joint. It was like, "You guys want to smoke this?" And I was like, "Fuck no." You know, and back then for me to say no, you knew that shit had to be fucked up.
Yeah.
And but then you guys texted us before Slayer started, and you're like, "These seats are huge. Like, just come stand with us." And we stood, and we were probably like what 10 rows from the front.
Yeah, we were like
We were
pretty much to
closer
the
than
front.
that. We were
Yeah.
like
We were like-
5 rows from the front.
Yeah,
It was
we were way
fucking
up there.
awesome. But him and his brother were drinking on the way there, like in my car.
Yeah, they brought a cooler.
They brought a cooler.
Oh my god! I
And
forgot about
then
his
they
brother.
drank the entire time because
Yeah.
they just like work good jobs, don't spend money on sides like going
Yeah.
to concerts, and they just were like $12 beer. I don't give a fuck. Give me 4. You know, they're the dudes that come back with like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just awesome. That's like,
But like
a
for
true,
them,
that's like a true live.
I
music
forgot about
enjoyment.
so
Tell me about
we
his brother.
it's a great show. I drove because I don't drink, so I drove everyone back. I think I dropped Mike off first,
Yeah.
and then it's me, you, we dropped his brother off.
Yeah.
And we dropped Mike off. And
Yeah.
then remember
Oh
his
my
brother tried to
God.
jump and touch the thing and he slipped and fucking busted his ass. You guys remember that? So we're like in a parking garage and this guy like walks up on a speed bump and tries to jump and touch the top of the ceiling and he then lands on the speed bump and we're soaked. So he slips and slams his head. But this dude's like 47 beers deep. So
No,
he should have brushes it off.
He
another
didn't feel
insane
it at
moment
all.
from that is I remember we were it was me and Cody and then you 3 behind me and Cody
Yeah.
and they started playing Mandatory Suicide.
We'll get there.
They started playing Mandatory Suicide and Cody, I'm not joking, literally went Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
He was like, "Mandatory Suicide."
Dude, they were like
This night.
they were like 47 beers deep.
Okay.
So we drop his brother off, and this dude like is basically crawling up his steps. But I'm like, he's in his 30s. I don't really give a shit. Like he'll be fine. Drop Mike off, and then
we get back to my
we get
house.
back to your house.
Yes.
And I think I was just gonna stay at your house or
Something like that. Yeah, and Cody was supposed to drive home.
Cody was
Yeah, I forgot
supposed
he
to
was
drive
supposed
home.
to drive
That
home.
because he met at your house, I think, or something.
Something like that, but he didn't drive. His brother like dropped it. I don't
Yeah.
know. There was some weird fangled thing where he was gonna stay at my house, I guess, but not really.
Yeah,
He
or.
had, no. We were just gonna take him home.
We're just gonna take him out. So, anyways,
Anyway,
we're
yeah.
driving up 95, and me and Max look in the rear view, and like he's passed out, like not
Yeah.
asleep, he's passed out. So Max is like, "Fuck it, like I'm good to drive. Like let's do this. Like stop home, roll a joint." Or Brian rolled us like a blunt or something. I remember.
Yeah.
we picked that up. We had to get Cody into Max's car. Because you were like, you drove the rest. I'm good. I'll drive.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get Cody, but this dude is, I just said his name, but it's fine.
I said it earlier.
Yeah. Dead weight. And Max is like, hello, get up. Like, we're trying to move cars. And he's just like, to the point where we like check his pulse. And he's like, he's just
blacked out.
Straight up blacked out. And I think Brian came out and was like trying to help us. And Brian just goes, I don't know, fucking slap him. So Max just looks at me and goes, it smacks him across the face. And he's just like, and we're like, yo, get up. Like, we're taking you home.
Yeah.
Like, but we got to switch cars. So we like help him get in Max's car. And me and Max are like driving. And I remember we're just like, please don't throw up. Please don't throw up.
Yeah, literally
Please
the whole time.
And he's like 20, 25 minutes away.
Yeah.
So we get there. And then same thing. It's even worse now. He won't get the fuck
Yeah.
And we don't like know, he has like keys, but it's like all these keys.
Yeah.
And we don't know like
janitor keys, dude.
He has like janitor keys, and we're like trying to like do the right thing and make sure he's like good and gets in his house and stuff. I mean, but he lived in the middle of fucking nowhere.
He did. He lives in like Whitehall or some shit. Not the docks.
And we're like Berlin or something like that.
Middle of nowhere, PA line bullshit.
Yeah. So we're like, again, Max is like, we're like shaking him to be like, dude, now you're home. You have to like get up.
Yeah.
I remember he was like, I gotta piss. And he like kept trying to piss outside. And we're like, dude, we're at your house. So we literally just did to lean him against the door.
We did, yeah. He got in.
And he got in.
We texted him the next day and he was fine.
And he was like,
we did just lean him up against the door.
He's one of those guys.
It's because he does it.
So
he does it
fucking awesome.
It's like he does it by himself. Like I asked him, I was like, yo, like what's the deal? And he's like, I do that by myself. And I'm like,
dude.
So whatever, dude.
So him and Mike would travel for work to conferences, and he was so cheap because they would be flying into major cities like Portland or San Francisco. And he was so cheap that he would go to like his ma and pa liquor store, not pack clothes, and on his carry-on bring a 30.
Yeah.
And just have like a shirt, a pants, and his work shirt.
Yeah.
And then it would just be like
30
a 30 and Lucy's.
Oh my god.
And Kratom. He loved Kratom.
This is before everybody was on the Kratom thing.
He was the first person that ever told me about Kratom.
I think Colby was the first person, which I talked about him last time. But similar.
Dude, we'd be at work and he'd be like, and we'd go. We had like this garage thing in our office, and me and Mike would just watch him take Kratom. He'd like scoop it, and be like, and they'd be like, and just drink it, and he'd be like, all right, man, that'll get me through the day.
Oh, my.
He's like, I was starting to get the shakes.
Dude, Kratom's insane. I did
he would always try to get me and Mike to do it. I think Mike took it one time with him, and then weren't you guys in Portland and you guys just took a bunch of edibles?
Oh no! So okay, so I have two stories. When I took the Kratom, it was in National Harbor.
Oh, okay.
And we were just like,
what a weird place to do Kratom.
Yeah, we literally were just like, I don't know, do you want to go? Like, we had nothing to do, and he was like, do you want to go to a bar or something? And I was like, yeah. And we were like, all right, let's go eat first, though. Yeah. So before we were going to eat, he was like, you want to try it? And I was like, I'll try a little bit of it. And I didn't really feel anything. But the Portland one is me and him went to a dispensary and got like all these like edibles and stuff because we couldn't like smoke while we were there. So I got like chocolate chip cookies and I ate one. And I'm like sitting in his hotel room and he's straight up watching that one documentary where it's like, hey, don't eat meat. And it's like showing like animals dying. Yeah. And I was just like,
what a party movie.
You're like, I'm about to freak out.
I was just like, I think I'm going to go to my room. And he was like, all right, yeah, I think I'm going to go to sleep. And I get to my room and I start to freak out. And I have to call to get a wake up call in the morning. And I was like, I don't know what to do on the phone. So I was like, I should probably just go downstairs. Yeah. And I walked out and I walked to the end of the hallway and then I turned around, walked to the other end of the hallway. And I was like, I don't know where the elevator is. And I freaked out and went back in my room.
God. Did you ever call? Or
I ended up figuring it out.
They're like, who's this scared old lady on the phone trying to get a wake up call?
Is anyone there? Yeah.
After like 30 minutes, I was fine. But like, it was just like that first like initial hit. I was just like, I don't know where the elevator is, and I looked back.
Edibles will get you, man.
Did I tell you about that one time I did did I tell that story about how I did a whole pill bottle of kratom and almost got pulled into a threesome? Did I tell? Foursome?
No. What?
No. Did I never talk about that on here? Okay, cool. So I used to.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, right. No. It's all good. So
here's some Max lore.
Yeah, right. So like, this is another Colby story, which I talked about him last time. So I'll continue the lore. I hope he listens to this because honestly,
that'll be a segment. Colby memory of the.
What's crazy is it's just a celebration of our friendship because we did a lot of really insane things together, and they're like memories that are ingrained in my head, and not a lot of things I remember. So it's pretty funny. Just because he's an interesting person. Like, you know how you just meet like characters that are like from like a book? Like you're like, what the fuck is this?
He's a movie. They're all like movie characters.
Exactly. Yeah. So
he's like an NPC, but like the interesting one with a little bit of backstory.
No, like truly he is a Fallout character. Like truly. But no, so we he because of other things, he was doing like a lot of kratom to like replace whatever.
Yeah.
So he was doing a shit ton of crap before I've ever heard anybody do anything. And this is the type of kid that like you'd sit in his room and he'd just be playing like sitar with like Alice in Chains in the background. You know what I mean?
Like smoking, there's smoking salvia.
Yeah,
truly an insane vibe.
Think like most like it's like a 30-year-old drug dealer is like that kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like your cousin's friend growing up is like that guy.
100% of wearing a drug rug.
Yeah, like it's always so.
Safe bet.
So he was like, I was like, I don't know what kratom is, and he's like, it's like an upper, like he's like, just take a few or whatever, and it'll be fine. Yeah. He gave me like a full pill bottle full of kratom and just told me to take it. I was like, whatever. How long does it take? And he's like, it takes a little while for you to like feel really anything.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's like a mild stimulant. I'm like, okay. So we're going to this one kid named Dan's house, and this kid wrote like he wrote with that dude. This is a really dumb band, but this band Intervals, which is like a prog metal band from forever.
Oh yeah, I hear guitar jerking off the guitar band.
Yeah, so he works with those kind of guys. He did like Periphery type stuff.
Gotcha.
They wanted me to help write some drums for something, whatever. It was like some Periphery weird shit. It was in between me being in the band with you guys and our collapse, which I don't know. I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast.
Dude, that cat brought up the other week at practice.
Yeah, right.
That riff might be.
That riff is sick, yeah. But anyway, so we end up at this dude's house, and there's we brought our friend, and there's some other girl over there, and we're all kind of hanging out. And we start drinking. And I start to notice that I'm feeling a little like on edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you just took like 17 Adderall.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to feel a little bit on edge because we're not really working on music. They're just like playing with an Axe Effects. Like it's like my worst nightmare as a drummer. I'm just sitting there like they're playing with an Axe Effects.
I was like, I don't know. That sounds good.
And the thing is, guys, I walked. So this house he lives in is huge. It's gigantic. Like it's in Severna Park. It's gigantic. It's a mansion. So we walk around the back. We go into this basement door, and the basement is like bigger than most houses I've ever been in. It's huge, and there's nothing in it.
Why do
there's
prog
like
dudes like that always have crazy money?
Huge house.
I don't know why they're all rich.
Dude, he had a couch that was like a full circle, and it could have fit, I shit you not, like 30 people. Dude, it was insane.
People are always so rich. I don't get that. Why
is he a computer programmer?
He is. He's a computer programmer.
Yeah.
But so we go into his basement. In this room is an Axe Effects and a computer and nothing else.
That's all you need, brother.
He was the first person to tell me to get credit cards and buy like music gear on it, which is not bad advice. I was like 18 at the time. It wasn't a bad advice.
No, that's the worst advice.
Yeah, don't do that.
I know, but it wasn't bad advice if you're doing something you can pay for immediately.
Yeah.
That was essentially what he was running. But anyway, so we go there, we do kratom, whatever. I'm a little bit on edge. They start getting drunk. I'm trying to get drunk, but I'm also feeling uncomfortable. The kratom is sitting in.
Like on edge in terms like you're about to freak out?
It feels like all the hairs on my skin are like standing straight up. And the thing is, it's getting weird. So like, I don't know if you've ever seen like Fear and Loathing, but when they're sitting in that room full of wizards, that's what it felt like. I was like, this doesn't feel like something normal is going on. Because there's prog metal playing in the background, unnerving.
It's like send me into psychosis.
It's literally, and it's like I'm just sitting there, and they're dancing to it, which is uncomfortable. We're drunk, which is weirder, and it is like 3 a.m. Right, so they're like all out there, and they're all starting to rub on each other and shit, and it's like getting weird. Now Colby is in this situation, right? So he's in there. And if there's a party with some rubbing going on, that man is like in there like swimwear. I one time saw him butt this guy out from behind this girl who was grinding on him and just stand in place and just keep going. And that guy just walked away defeated. Like it was the fun. This is at a house party where we got into a blunt rotation. We were the only 2 white guys in the blunt rotation, and we were just like, this is fucking. We're like, how the fuck did we get here?
Right.
But that was also the same time I saw a guy stab his hand in a garage. But that's a whole separate thing.
Was he playing the game?
No, he just he's just on something. But I also ran into a dude from our hometown at that same party. It was a weird one. So anyway, we're in this, and they're all starting to like get a little sweaty and weird with each other and stuff. And I'm laying on the ground, I shit you not, with like my head up to the ceiling. And every now and again, I'll flash my head over, and I'm like, oh no, now they're making out. And then I hear Colby like start to beckon me over. He's like, hey, come over and hang out. And I'm like, no, like no fucking way. Like I'm in this room where the music is playing. I'm trying to fall asleep on just carpet. Yeah. No pillow, nothing. I'm flat on the ground. I'm fucked up on kratom and drunk, which is weird. The worst combination.
That sounds horrible.
I felt horrible. And I'm just laying on the ground, like flat on the ground. And they're like, come hang out with us. And I can barely hear them because I'm in this like hallucinogenic haze with prog metal playing in the background. And I shit you not, like out of nowhere, just everybody just disperses and goes to separate rooms and goes to bed. They just like stop.
Oh my God.
It was the weird, like it was I shit you not, like I thought about this story the other day. That. It was the weirdest thing. There's not like the best payoff ever, but it was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. Where it was just like they're all day.
Somebody came.
Dude, it's...
Was part of you though like I'm freaking out? Thank God everyone's going to bed.
No, 100%. And the thing is, then all the lights. So where they were dancing in that room, it was like red. Like the room was lit up red. So it was very strange.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm in the worst fever dream of my entire life. My craziest friend who hooks me into the craziest shit is in this other room trying to beckon me into a foursome, and I'm just laying on the ground having an existential nightmare while fucking Meshuggah is playing in the background. It's like just like Bleed is playing, and I'm just like, I want to fucking die.
Wait, Max, real quick. I don't. If this like harshes the vibe, tell me.
No, it's okay.
Or if it makes you feel weird. Have you ever like gotten fucked up and freaked out? Ever?
Like on like drugs?
Yeah.
Like yeah, all the time. Like what? Like
yeah, but I feel like I've been there when Max has, and he just is like, I'm good. But on the inside, you're like,
no, 100%. Yeah. So like on some of our blunt rides, when I was driving, I would be having a panic attack. Like,
oh fuck. Yeah, I was cool. And I was like,
no. Like it wasn't like that always. But dude, the one time we got to Applebee's when we were way too high. Yeah. Oh, dude. So the day before we went to Applebee's and we got way too high and couldn't go inside.
Yeah.
The day before that, I did the same run with the same weed, but with another person, and did 4 blunts. Yeah. Which this isn't that far. This is like a 30-minute drive. Yeah. So
that's
4
a
blunts
lot of blunts.
It's crazy. So they weren't pinners either or whatever. But
oh no,
we had to stop at a Rofo.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to park there and tell my friend, I was like, hey, can you go inside and give me water?
Yeah, I remember the story.
Yeah.
I was like, I know. Can't.
It's so funny. There were times where we'd be like so fucked up that I'm like, how did the freak out not happen then?
I don't know. Like the time we did like literally like
an eighth of dabs.
Yeah, we did like an eighth of dabs in one night because we got addicted to just doing dabs over, and we were just burning the shit out of them. Like we had no idea what we were doing really.
We're just hot nailing.
Yeah, we're just hot dabbing all night, just fuck. And then by the morning we were so fucked up.
I was like, that's one of the few times where we'd have been like hungover.
I was hungover,
burnt out,
dude. I was hungover and wanted to die that entire day, but like. Watching a bunch of grown men buy swords like brought me to life. So
yeah,
dude. I mean, there was times at your old place where we would we smoked like an ounce of weed,
dude,
and dabs. and watched WrestleMania.
For real.
WrestleMania 34.
The best era was like when I used to like put on like live concert things in the background, and there'd be like 10 people in my basement, and we'd all just be fucking ripped. Yeah, like
dude, ridiculous. Turning all the lights off and watching Planet Earth while Sun plays.
Yeah, that was funny.
I remember one time we did it, and Max's dad like just walked down the first set of steps and was standing there, and he was like, "Everything good?" And we were like, "Yeah," and he was like, "All right." Yeah, like he knew these motherfuckers.
Dude, what a
That's
good
the equivalent of him like back in the day turning on Pink Floyd.
Literally. The basement's pitch black. We're watching fucking National Geographic caves. It's just like oil.
Yeah, Max was like straight up surround sound.
Dude, yeah, because we had surround sound, so it would just shake the whole basement.
Dude, I said this on the pod before, so but funny. It's crazy to me that your parents never were like, "Hey, can you guys be quiet?"
It's crazy how chill they were, because you could hear everything upstairs. If you walked upstairs just for an experiment, you could hear literally every conversation that's being had downstairs. We were downstairs like taking autism tests, just like making fun of each other for like hours on end, just like doing crazy shit all the time.
Jimmy's screaming.
He's one of the few people that you've had to be like, dude,
please shut the fuck up. He was the only person I've genuinely gotten mad at, where I was like, dude, please shut up. He's so
He does
loud.
not know how to have an indoor voice.
No, not at all, especially when he drinks, but whatever.
Yeah, that shit's
when he drinks, he's like 1,000 miles per hour, and then you look over and he's like,
dude, what's crazy is we're gonna do that LAN party for bachelor party, whatever the shit, and so he's gonna get drunk so fast that he's not gonna
play a single game.
Literally not.
No.
He's gonna log on to a game.
Hey, someone can get on his computer.
He's gonna literally get like halfway through hooking it up and just be like, all right, does anybody want to start drinking?
See
he's like, kind of want to take a dab.
Yeah, kind of want to take a dab. Nah, that's funny as shit though. I can't believe those are like unlocked memories. I haven't even thought about any of that shit in so long.
I know. I'm trying to think of some other like funny ass.
It's interesting having like just straight nostalgia about like, because there's like unlocked memories from like that time where I was so fucked up, like trying to break 40s on my head and like randomly when I got too drunk one time.
Dude, remember when we would used to go to the fucking the parties in DC?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit.
That shit was insane.
Yo, I don't know if we've ever talked about it on here.
I think maybe once.
Maybe like once, but forever ago. But that shit was always sketchy as shit. We would go to like some like a clearly adult party where they're having like pop-ups.
A strip mall.
You know what's crazy is I work with a guy that used to do a lot of those, and I swear I wouldn't say we bought weed from him, but he looks like a guy we bought weed from there.
Sure.
It was
just
funny.
like one of those things where it was like, hey, you can buy this sticker for $30.
Yeah, which
then it comes with an eighth of weed.
Yeah.
Dude, I would always love going at the end because we would always get there late because they'd be in DC. And then people would just be like handing shit out.
Yo, what about the one where there were like people like grilling food inside and shit?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Insanity. It was inside of an abandoned mall.
There was that, and there was one that was straight up just like in a house.
Dude, the one that was in a house was weird.
Yeah,
that was like that was an in and out. We were like, oh fuck this.
Dude, the ones in the strip mall where people like grilling food, we would just be like walking around. I feel like I'd be at a convention. I'd be like,
it was like a flea market, dude, but weed. It was sick. Did you guys? Have we ever talked about the fucking flea markets around here? Did you ever go to any of those weird ones?
I've been to
growing
like
up?
Joppa.
Did you ever go to the?
I've been to
Dundalk
the
one.
No, I've been to the one underneath.
The Dundalk one's not there anymore.
I know it's not there anymore, but
I've been to the one like by where Sonar was.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, flea markets are like the fucking best. I miss that shit. Dude, I love just walking
straight
around.
up, let's go to flea markets and film it because I'm also trying to find like old school videos.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people in those flea markets that are like, don't film me. Like,
that's true,
you know what I mean? And a lot of dudes with firearms and knives. That's like the firearm knives.
I don't give you my permission. And I'm like, dude. I'm not filming. I'm taking 24 pictures per second.
Dude.
There's a guy on TikTok that will say that. He's like, oh, he's not filming. He's just taking 30 pictures per second.
That's so funny.
He's like, he's computing.
He's computing. No,
dude, I miss the Joppa Town Flea Market. That shit was awesome.
Dude,
I mean, it's still there, but you know, Rick to Life ain't there.
Rick to Life isn't there. Yeah, Rick to Horse.
I'm trying to buy like a whole Rock Band setup.
You could, dude. So like,
I know that's
Joppa has the whole old school video game.
Yeah, it's huge too. There's like 2 parts to it.
What are the hours? I haven't been since.
It's like Thursday through Sunday. Like,
like what time?
Like
something like maybe
like 11 to like 5 or something.
Don't they have like food at like the Amish?
Yeah, Amish market goes crazy.
Yeah, Amish market's crazy.
All right, we should do it one Saturday.
Dude, the Amish market's crazy because like you can get the best pretzel you've ever had in your entire life, or like ribs right next to it.
Dude, getting the pretzel dogs.
Dude, the pretzel dogs are so good.
My God.
Like I don't know.
All right, wait, no, like seriously, can we go?
Yeah, 100%. It's fucking awesome. I go all the time. Like for retro game hunting, it's great. They got everything. Like if
you can buy the one in Joppa, you can buy like fucking refurbished N64s that are like
that's where I bought them.
The cool ones that are like the see-through green and shit.
Yeah, there's this guy I watch online that does that. He just goes to conventions and wheels and deals and has a collection and also flips.
Collecting's weird because like it's like I don't know. I bought a bunch of video games, like a lot of like old video games when they're really cheap and now they're expensive as fuck. And I kind of don't want to get rid of them ever. I kind of just want to hold on to them forever.
That's my thing is like I feel like I'm gonna spend all this money if I wanted to get like old video games and like have like a collection, but then I'm like, realistically, when am I gonna use this?
Yeah, and you're not really gonna play them. Like you'd rather play like you guys. You have a Steam Deck, so you can just play fucking ROMs or whatever. But
if space, like within reason, wasn't like you had like a house with like a big basement or something, and like you had the means to like financially, what's one thing that you would collect? Like, is there something that you're like, I would love to have a collection of XYZ?
Women's underwear.
I really need
just kidding. No, I'm kidding. Dip cans. I don't know.
Vintage dip cans.
No, I'm trying to think. I mean, I have a crazy video game collection, so that's already like part of it.
That's what I was thinking. Video game collection.
Books, honestly. I'm like such a fucking library person. Books, probably for me. I would have a huge library.
Any like memorabilia or
memorabilia? I mean, like anime art. Shit, like old anime art and stuff like that, or old manga art is what I should say.
I'd probably get like
old posters and bullshit,
like guitars, obviously.
Yeah,
and then like that kind of stuff, and then like I don't know. I've always been one of those people that wants to have like the cool, like the really cool, like one of one fucking, Japanese traditional artwork and shit like that. Yeah. But like, it's so expensive. I can never do that.
Like the sexy ones where like octopuses or like shoving things.
Nah, like fucking cool dragons.
Like Flash, kind of.
Yeah.
Shit's gay.
Yeah. How are you as a man want a dragon?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's just awesome.
A dragon shaped like dude.
I think. True.
Dragon D's.
Dragon D's.
Dragon D's.
I think for me, maybe
balls,
like masks. Obviously, I have a little mask collection, but it could be much more.
Just like COVID masks. Just like this is my
the one
95.
episode that they're not right here because I'm rearranging.
Belts.
But I wouldn't want replica
Cock
belts.
rings.
I want like to just buy like, I want to buy like Bryan Danielson's boots. You know what I mean? Like I don't want like a replica. And then probably video games, probably like cartridges.
I mean, if I had the opportunity,
jars of celebrities' semen.
God,
like
my horny ass couldn't. I'd be like,
he just has like gamer girl bathwater walls.
I would have I would have the craziest gaming setup. I just don't know that I would collect because I still wouldn't play them. That's the problem. Like if I had unlimited space, I would just be like, okay, I have this collection.
Have you ever seen the dudes on TikTok that like have like a
plaster
in their basement?
Sorry.
In their basement, they have like a crazy gaming setup, and then they have like a couch and like a retro setup.
I don't want to play video games there. That's like the opposite of what I want.
Where do you want to play video games?
I just want like a little cozy room.
But what if you made it cozy?
I mean, I think my biggest turnoff when I see stuff like that is like way too many like gamer RGB.
Yeah,
lights.
no. Okay, so no, not gamer art, not like
that shit's
a Gengar light up sign or something.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it'd be kind of cool.
I want a bunch of
if it was like neon,
Yeah.
Collect neon.
Dude,
neon
it's vaguely
signs.
extra innings. What we should do at your bachelor party is we should all get those plaster cast things for our dicks.
Oh yeah.
And all just get hard and then plaster cast. Make dildos of all over each other's dicks, and then
and then whoever loses in Fortnite has to
no, we white elephant it. So like we each pick a name out, and then you give that person your dick.
It's gonna give it away though. When I get a box and I'm like, it's this big, and I'm like, oh, that's Mike's.
Facts. Dude, that would be really fucking funny to do. It's just those things don't work very well, unfortunately. Neither does anybody's.
I don't feel like I could stay like hard that long enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to stay hard that long, so we'd all have to be in the same room, just like trying to stay hard with our friends.
We're all just like.
Even if
we just have porn on the TV, but we can't agree what to watch, so we just have we
split up the.
It's a computer that's like split into like four, like subdivided into 4 different porn videos. Dude. Jimmy's just by himself in the corner because he's one of the people getting married, just watching a foot video.
Yeah. Dude, we found this website that does like tournaments, and.
Left or right.
Left or right, and it's like best of 64, and it's like a tournament arc.
Yeah.
And we did like dumb things at first, like fast food, drinks, and then like we joked around, or like hottest League of Legends skin. And then from there, one night, it was like 8 heads deep, just like hottest porn star. And one of them was Brendan, and he would just be like, left. And then we'd be like, no, dude, right. And he'd be like, well, let me tell you why left. And he would just give like a full dissertation.
It was awesome. It was really like
the final 2, he straight up like did a thesis to the point where we were like, actually, yeah, let's go left.
Yeah.
She does have some great scenes.
Yeah.
And some big naturals, like.
I'm just glad Lisa Ann almost made it to the finals. I'm just proud of her.
Who?
Lisa Ann almost made it to the finals.
Oh, were you on that one?
I was. Yeah.
Okay.
I was there. Yep.
Dude.
We did it a couple times, so that's why we played it together.
Fair,
yeah. Lisa Ann did make it deep.
We should just record next time we do that. Just us subjective.
Yeah, we should just do it on the stream.
On the stream, okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I don't think they're naked.
No, I don't think they are in any of them. No, it's always.
Dude, I mean, on Twitch that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Dude, the new Twitch oil boobs thing is crazy.
It is insane.
Dude, where it's like it just cuts off on the nipple, and it's like
it's just like
thanks for the sub.
The one girl got banned permanently.
Did she?
Yeah,
that's funny. Was it the porn star, the one that does actual porn? Porn star is an outdated sex worker or whatever, but yeah.
Dude, the one, do you guys remember when the ASMR thing was a thing?
Just double ear licking.
Yeah, there was that, but then the one girl would just like fart into it.
Yeah, Indy Fox, she got banned.
Dude. That's so funny. That's what Jimmy should do since he can suck air in his ass.
Dude, I mean, he has a TikTok account that he posted on like 3 times, and it has like
we're not going to dox that though. It does have a lot of views though. He's like, don't tell anybody, but his face is in one of the videos.
I'll ask for his permission to show one day.
Yeah, no, we should splice it into the YouTube one time.
Oh my god, that'd be great.
Jimmy's farts.
Oh man,
he does have the most impressive farts of any person.
It's awesome. It's incredible.
Yeah,
I've never heard somebody fart like that. It's awesome.
So good. It's because he can't burp. So
it's crazy because like it's both. It's like they are super loud and long, but then they also smell. Like sometimes it's one or the other. You know?
Dude, really the worst was when you guys were doing that one band.
Oh my god, dude! We did like this band back in high school, and Jimmy got like swamp ass from playing drums.
Yeah.
And then did the like thing where he would stand up and like spread his ass. You know?
Dude, and we were like, dude,
straight up like go to the bathroom and like wipe. But he was also someone in middle school or like high school that was like, wait, you guys like touch your butthole when you wash? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I just let the shampoo like run down my back.
Dude, so funny. Have you ever seen
Imagine being like that?
Yeah.
Like homophobic. I'm not saying he was. I'm just saying
it's just stupidity.
Every like middle schooler is.
Have you ever seen someone actively shit before?
Besides myself?
Yeah.
Wait, like currently shitting?
Yeah, like have you seen shit crown out of a person's asshole?
Oh
before?
No.
You've never seen
out of a person's ass?
I've like seen somebody
like 3 people
poop.
On like a fucked up YouTube or like you. Like
I've seen like TikToks of people like shitting out the window.
Almost got caught.
I was gonna say you porn, but it's not you porn. It's like when we would watch like the YMH specials.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you've never seen.
Good save, right?
I literally saw a guy in the street when I was like 13 years old in Philadelphia, like spread his ass and just shit on the ground.
I've seen a guy like squat.
I was like 2 feet away.
I've seen someone like squat, but I haven't like watched like a dog shit out of their ass.
Really? I can't look away. I guess that's the issue. Maybe
I'm like about to puke if I look at people poop. I can't stand it.
I don't know, dude.
You guys ever shit in front of anybody?
Yeah, plenty of times. All the time. I'll shit with the door open. I don't care.
Like with with your significant other in the room?
No,
not really. Just because I know how bad my shit.
I mean, it's sometimes. So loud. Everybody in the house is in the room, basically. But like,
no, my shits aren't loud. It's just like I don't know.
I've never done that. I always mess with Grace. I'm like, when do we get to that level of comfortability?
I just don't think it's necessary. Like,
it's not. I've like definitely taken.
I would. Dude, I just don't see the reason.
I took a shit the other day that was just a disaster. And Grace, my bathroom's right here, and Grace working in her office.
Just a disaster.
And when I came out, she was like, "Just so you know, I heard it." And I was
That's such a good line.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes I just hear like a thump in the morning, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. That's the best one though. Is when you hit. It sounds like someone just like vacuumed the shit out of your ass.
Dude, I had a poop the other day. That I was
all
like,
right, now we're potting. Let's go.
I felt like really gassy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like why am I like so bloated and stuff? And I went and I used the private bathroom in there. Mm-hmm. And whoever was in the room next to me could honestly.
Bro was shaking the walls.
It was so loud. And then it like when the poop came out, it like was like a.
Did you get the Neptune's kiss?
No, it wasn't that. It was like a. And it was all out. And I was like,
that.
It knows.
I literally it's like air. I was like this, and I was like.
I've had one of those.
You got a little air on it, dude. Yo, I went to Walmart this morning and hit one of those. I literally went.
Yeah. I cannot shit in public.
Dude, I literally walked.
Oh, I do it all the time.
I like power walked into a Walmart because I was about to shit my pants. And I fucking walked right into the bathroom. Nobody in the stall. I was like sick. Saw how gross the toilet seat was. Put one of the. I was about to shit my pants. Put one of those like toilet liner things on. Sat down. It was just like. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Have you ever like taken a shit that's so gnarly and you know it's gonna smell that? Like I've done this before. I've never told somebody this in my entire life. I can't believe I've said it. It's so funny. But sometimes to like scare people away from the bathroom, I'll just like bang on the wall a little bit. You know what I mean?
I've done that. I've done that.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Just be like, get the fuck away. Like,
I've done that where I'm like, I can tell no one's coming, but there's a dude like lingering, washing his hands, and I'll just be like, I'll just make like a weird noise or like slam.
Which like, what's worse at that point? You like one of us screaming to get somebody out, or just letting out a nasty dog?
Letting out a nasty shit.
At my work, we all shit in like one bathroom. There's a private bathroom, but it's always so gnarly that because we have some big fellas, they'll blow it up and it'll smell so bad for the day that you can't go in it. So you got to use the regular one upstairs. But the one upstairs is next to the office and next to the break room and everything. So if you're going to take a quick piss, you're going to that bathroom. But everybody knows each other's shoes. So every time you take a shit, someone knows whoever it is taking a shit in there, right? And every time I walk in there without a doubt, it's always one of the big boys taking a shit up there. And I'm just like, I just walk out the door immediately. I'm like, there's no fucking way.
There was one day recently, I like really had to go.
Yeah.
And I was on my way to work and I was like going to be like really early. So I pulled into the nearest Dunkin' Donuts and I just ran in. And it was like
to stop on his way in.
And it was like
Dunkin' has a public bathroom.
Yeah, the one near where I work does. And I went in, and it was like obviously morning shift, like everybody's working. So one of the employees definitely did a morning shit in there. I walked in, immediately gagged, and then just went to the bathroom.
Hey, sometimes you gotta. So the reason I have a phobia of pooping in public is when I was a kid, I went poop in public, and some dude walked in and was like, "Ew, are you pooping in there?" And I was like 8 years old. Like,
he's so fucking.
Dude, I mean, I've said it on the pod before, but the one dude that came in and told me I needed to see a doctor.
Ew, see a doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, similar thing. Or when I was a kid, I had like diarrhea and went to school when I was like first grade, and they sent a kid to the bathroom to be like, "Are you okay?"
Oh my god, that's the worst.
Yeah.
I had when I was in like first grade. There was this kid that apparently had like IBS, and he was a kid, and we didn't know what that was when we were a kid, so we thought it was just a kid like retarded. Like this kid doesn't know how to shit. But he used to take such bad shits that my teacher would take us out of the classroom when he had to shit because it was so loud and violent that she didn't want people to make fun of him.
Oh, poor guy.
So
I know
sad.
how that
feels.
So
dude,
sad.
I know. I had a class in elementary school where like
the bathroom was in the classroom.
Class.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
And there was one time that I like was like, "Well, can I?" Like use, and they were like, no, why? And I was like,
dude,
I was like, I gotta shit.
I just turtle headed that shit for the rest of the day and just called it a.
Dude, that's crazy. I
hate again bringing up the one that I did recently. I hate the gassy ones are the worst, dude.
Dude, I love a good room clearing fart though. Like if I know I'm brewing up a room clearing fart, sometimes like if I'm feeling a little vengeful at work, I'll just give it a nice little walk around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
that's
blast
a good one.
See, I'm not a public shitter or like how many times have you guys heard me fart? Like never. Really.
Never.
Dude, that sucks. You're not a public.
Dude,
farter.
I am letting them
I'm
out.
ripping, dude.
I don't even fart in front of my brother.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'll fart in front of Grace.
I
do it in my private time.
That's so weird.
You have a shy butthole. There's another one that I took recently. So
you have a shy butthole.
I do.
You have a very shy butthole.
My office is right next to my bathroom at home, and I pooped, and I was like, honestly, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. Leave the door open. Leave my office door open, and I come out.
Crosswind, dude.
And I come out, and I'm sitting on the computer, and we're playing WoW. And I literally go, oh, what the heck?
Maybe Mike does need to go to the doctor because I've never had that before in my when it's like left the bathroom.
Really? You've never had one of those?
Well, unless you're standing like in
I lived with Brian.
Doorway.
I lived with Brian, and we had that one bathroom that we would all blow up. So some mornings we would just like, because me and him drank a lot of black coffee at that point.
Shit was getting abused.
Dude, we would destroy that toilet. That bidet was just, I had to clean it like every 3 days.
Dude, it's so funny. Whenever I would go to your house, I literally would think that. And I'd be like, this poor bidet.
Yeah, it seems so much action, dude.
Speaking of which, so I've been hashtag team wet wipes recently.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great.
And
Wet Wipes sponsor us.
Please, dude wipes or something. I just buy like the Amazon basic ones, which are probably going to give me like an allergic reaction on my ass or something.
Yeah, get ones with witch hazel to make your butthole feel better.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Dude, the ones Grace got one time were like menthol. And like, I would wipe on that. Like,
fresh little asshole, dude.
Yeah.
Got minty asshole.
Your butthole just feels like it smoked a camel.
Dude,
that's so funny. You have a crush ball in your butthole.
Yeah, pop
it just has like a little crush ball that comes with, and you stick it in your butthole.
Dude, I'll never forget the first time I smoked one of those. Someone handed it to me, and they're like, "Here you go." And I was like, went to light it, and they were like, "No," and I was like, "What the fuck did you just do?"
And you're like,
and then your heart starts like palpitating. I love menthol cigarettes though.
Yeah, I do too.
Anyways, when getting wet wipes, you got to do 1 or 2 wet and then you do it dry,
Yeah.
So Grace was like, oh, if it's going great, we're saving money on TP. I'm just going to buy a whole pack. You were in there the other night. Remember on Discord when she was like, dude, non-flushable.
What?
And we got like literally a whole box and I was like, I love Grace, but I was like, it says giant on it, non-flushable. So, but they're like bathroom wipes, so it's not like you could use them for cleaning either. So, and they're non-returnable to Amazon.
You're gonna have to get like a diaper genie or something.
Yeah, well, no, Grace's psycho ass was like, we can just throw them away. And I was like, you want me to throw away my shit wipes in the little trash can next to our toilet?
Don't donate them to like something.
Yeah, so that's probably
just donate them to
I pass a ton of homeless people on my way to work, so I might just like bring a couple in my passenger and just be like,
here you go.
There you go.
That's fine. It's Christmas. Not a bad idea.
Dude, that's what I'm just going to give everyone for Christmas.
There you go.
Non-flushable
wipes. That's so funny.
I'm like, you eating ribs anytime soon?
Dude,
there you go.
You're like, this this sock is full of gifts, and then you just pull it out and it's all non-flushable wipes.
This sounds kind of autistic, but when you were a kid and you would go to a restaurant and they would give you like a meal that had wet wipes. Didn't that kind of feel awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, wings. That was always the best. I used to have wings so much.
I remember I was a kid and I'd go and like they would give us some extra ones on the table and I'd be like, Mom, are you gonna use that one? And she'd be like, no, and I would like unfold it out and then be like,
you ever go to a restaurant and they give you something new and you don't know what to do with it?
Oh, so many times. I would get like different silverware.
You ever get the hand wash?
Yeah.
You ever get one of those? You're supposed to wash your hands. The hot towel.
The hot towel, yeah.
That's a weird
at
one.
a restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot towels, yeah.
Where?
Like fancy restaurants.
Fancy restaurants.
Nah,
a lot of them have that kind of shit. Restaurant. Dude, you got to do it. You got to hit up somewhere real fancy sometimes.
A Ruth's Chris.
Dude, I'm trying to hit
Chris is not fancy whatsoever. That is a chain restaurant.
I'm trying to hit up like...
You got to hit up Ruth's Chris, brother.
Not fancy.
Dude, we should do a Korean barbecue. Wow.
Yeah, we'll talk about... We want to do another...
how do we do that with your dietary limitations?
Korean barbecue, I just eat sides. Although I can't even eat kimchi because it's like fucking... I don't know, shrimp paste and shit. Kimchi,
shrimp paste, yeah.
Yeah, it has all types of shit in it. But I don't know, I can eat sides basically.
Okay.
They also, a lot of those places have like veggie. You can get like a fucking tofu bullshit.
Yeah, but what if it's cooked on like the same thing that meat was? Do you not care?
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I don't care about crossing.
Dude, I can't wait for the day that we get Max to eat Angry Whopper and then he throws up.
Dude, that's going to be so sick.
Yeah.
Honestly, what do you think would happen right now if you ate like a beef burger?
I'd feel miserable for probably like a day and a half. Probably.
You just have like really bad stomach cramping.
All that fat and shit that would sit in your stomach. Yeah,
I mean, I would feel really bad for a while. Yeah.
We should do like a sub goal like on YouTube or like people on the live stream if enough people watch where we make Mike eat a beef and cheddar from Arby's.
Oh, I mean, I will.
Dude, literally just make the sub goal the amount of the beef and cheddar.
I will if people fucking like tap in.
Yeah.
If people tap in, I will.
It would be really funny if we just made the sub goal like literally as much as the meal cost.
Yeah, just to pay the meal back.
All right, now I'm regretting saying I would. Fuck.
Wait, legitimately, depending on when we do it, because maybe we should wait so we have time to promote it. We should make a funny video that's like us standing there with Mike, and I'm like, hey, if you come to our live stream and you hit this goal, I'll make Mike eat this, and it's just me eating a beef and cheddar in front of the green screen.
I mean, shit, we could do that in like a day, like 30 minutes.
We could do that soon. We need to do the DX parody.
Yeah.
Mike's China. I'll be HBK and you
Wait, can I get dressed up as China?
Yeah, of course.
If you want, yeah.
We're all leather.
Wait, I want to see if I can buy like the China costume on eBay.
And then I guess, am I Shawn Michaels?
Yeah.
And you're Triple H?
Yeah.
Okay. That actually works very well.
It does work pretty well, yeah. For personality wise.
And yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you guys ever jerk off to A Night in China?
No.
I tried to.
I tried to too, yeah. I did.
That was like a straight up. That was a scary movie.
Yeah.
That was a horror film.
She played She-Hulk in the Avengers one.
And then there was another one that I saw that was like a dude dressed up as Vince and a dude dressed up as Shane. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Giving her the old Eiffel Tower.
It's a big clit.
Yeah, she's got a bigger penis than I do.
Hey, you know,
R.I.P.
All power
R.I.P.
to.
You guys ever watch Sunny from WWE's porn video?
No.
Seems sad.
Yeah,
Seems
she actually
sad,
isn't she?
No, she's got sentenced to like 30 years in prison.
Didn't Terry Runnels also get sentenced to jail as well? Isn't there like a string of like women wrestlers that are in jail?
Reynolds, but
oh, really?
Okay. But yeah, somebody.
Okay, fair enough.
I hope not. I love Terry Reynolds.
Yeah, I like Terry Runnels.
Maybe Missy Hyatt.
Maybe it was Missy Hyatt. I don't remember.
All right, boys, good up. Yeah, we're gonna try and get another one out before the end of the year.
Yeah,
but if for whatever reason, this is the last.
Tune into the live stream. Yeah, we'll see more.
We haven't done this recently. Just go to the socials. They're in the description, at the beginning of the thing. Yeah. Best thing you can do is just subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, rate it. But the best thing you can do is subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
We got some new subs recently, so shouts out. Yeah, we're gonna do a live stream here. Just if you're listening, still go to Instagram, all that. And we'll post it. I'm going to do it here soon. Mike's going to eat a beef and cheddar.
Mike's going to eat my beef and cheddar.
Last thing I'll say is Mike retweeted something on Twitter the other day that was like shitting on Arby's.
Yeah.
And I wanted to reply back to it so bad and be like, this dude is a pussy. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.